going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
The NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15.5 and also had 6 forced fumbles.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Now it's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
And for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well and was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one, and just think if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces in a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave.
And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And now out come the Bills. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go.
Play action, now Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, 36 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's the 11 starters on defense for Buffalo, and the new coaching staff really coming in. They can look at 2 numbers, kind of yin and yang. They're good against the pass, 6th in the league, 29th, though, against the run.
But you look at this new coaching staff that has taken over in Buffalo and trace their past, it starts with them stopping the run because they are a very aggressive, blitz-happy type of a group, but it only begins with stopping the run first. So I expect that number to improve in 2017 for Buffalo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's Coleman on the toss.
Why are they not fucking blocking?
Gets it to about the 30. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
In today's NFL, stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays, a toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Coleman, and he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the 1st down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Ryan. Fighting through.
Oh, boy, that's some fucking bullshit.
The ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's the 2nd fucking time.
Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Oh, come on.
In and out of the huddle. You
come
can see the sideline really get into the game. So
why they got to fucking hold me?
How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher,
how he wasn't able to get there?
And he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
But he didn't drop his, though. This game fucking bullshit.
But I have to tell you, I'm rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, his Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
Yeah, I think that's going to give him a little bit of comfort, but what he wants more than anything, a healed foot and a chance to be the #1 receiver he was drafted to be.
And Buffalo wants that, too. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here now come the Falcons. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot. You may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot.
Looking for Jones, and it's
That's some fucking bullshit, bro.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just Taylor hit. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And now the Bills are going to stop.
The fuck you trying to ice my kicker for?
So as they take
shit ain't gonna fucking work.
Step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it.
And I get the fucking ball back.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down.
You're going to fucking learn about running with that bitch-ass quarterback you got.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And I'm running this shit back.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Ryan. And he whips that one
come on.
there.
That's the third fucking pass the nigga done dropped. The fucking third.
Next year, but what we do have, and one again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
How fucking bullshit is that?
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
First.
And he's got Sanu. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Here's Coleman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they
fucking horn now.
And they really embrace him.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
On the return, it's Brandon Tate. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's McCoy. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. 5 yards to gain here on third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with McCoy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, 26 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after.
Oh, that's some fucking bullshit.
And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here we go!
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. third down here.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Play action, it's Taylor. And that's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Finding time. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Good hand.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Jonathan Babineau breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL. Meaning wherever your tackles operate, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was
his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Third and long, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They go back to the ground to McCoy. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. On first down, it's Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And that's game. Like, for real, you can't come back. That's game.
They have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you can't be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That'll be a gain of 16, and they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Watkins alone on the left side. Now it's Taylor, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40.
I see that nigga coming.
20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in...
Oh,